across Texas. The issue is.
I'm Rudy Koski in Austin.
I'm Stephen Dial in Dallas.
And I'm Greg Krugen in Houston, and this is Texas The Issue Is.
The issue is an issue that just won't go away: school choice. Governor Greg Abbott this past Tuesday, a few minutes after Special Session 3 came to an end without the passage of his school choice big campaign pledge, called lawmakers back to Austin for a record 4th special session. Now, Democrats who remain a firm no vote argue that the first issue lawmakers should address is how the state funds public schools. I spoke to a leading member of the House Democratic Caucus, Gina Hinojosa, who in Special Session 3 and at the start of Special 4 filed her own school option bill.
Our schools are ranked at the very bottom in per student funding in this country. I filed a bill in this current session. I will refile it that would increase per student funding by $4,000 a student, which is what we need just to get to the national average in this country. It is what is average. It is what is the norm in this country. We need to deal with the basics before we start having talks and debate on gimmicks.
The state certainly has a lot of money in the bank, but is it feasible to say that teacher pay should start at somewhere around $75,000 a year?
We know that there's nothing more important we can do in the state of Texas for our public school students than to put the best teacher before them in every classroom. And that should be exactly what our goal is. We have the money in the state of Texas to make those investments into our public schools that are the only schools that take all our kids. It is the schools that, they are the schools that 5.4 million school kids are relying on to get an education, and we owe them the very best.
When you say we can spend this money, we can raise the bar, what do you say to people who say you can't solve this problem by throwing money at it?
I'll say, look, we're at the bottom of the barrel in per student funding. Just like anything, you get what you pay for. Education is no different. We see in the state of Texas, we have a shortage of teachers. The teachers exist, but they are refusing to work under the pay and conditions that currently exist in the state of Texas. My own 5th grader did not get a teacher last school year here in Austin, one of the richest cities in this state. And that experience is the experience that is multiplied thousands and thousands of times across the state because we are lacking the teachers, because we don't have the resources to make the right investment to attract the best who will stay to teach our kids.
If the state does put money, more money, into education, could the Democrats, could this caucus say we could have that discussion about vouchers?
I'll say this, we have wasted the better part of a year talking about vouchers, and I'm done. We need to start talking about what we do for 5.4 million school kids currently in our public schools who are desperate need of investment in their education.
Are you worried that rural Republicans will finally cave?
All year long, now 4 sessions in a row, we have said no to the governor's voucher scam, not even a skinny little voucher like a special education voucher that they tried to get passed in the first session. And so today our bipartisan coalition stands strong. I have every confidence that we will continue to hold.
For school choice advocates, the 4 failed attempts could be explained by saying they put the cart before the horse. Now, Democrats seem to be trying to get a realignment, which is why that's my word, realignment, for what Hinojosa is trying to do. Stephen, what's your word?
I'll take a page out of Rudy Koski's book, hyphenated, pressure cooker.
Greg, take us to the break with a word.
All right, Rudy, my word is horse trade, or if I get the Latin exception, quid pro quo.
That's good. We'll be back in a moment to discuss this school choice special session time loop.